we are going to go through all of the views you have access to on your scorecard. Of course, we all know our scorecard, those 5 to 15 most important measurables in the business, and you can have different teams that you view. So right now I'm looking at the leadership team, but in this account, I also have a one-on-one team. I have maybe a team I want to share with my entire company. I've got a sales specific, operations specific, and finance specific. You can create as many of these as you'd like to, and you can share measurables across teams. So for example, if I have some numbers in sales, maybe the total team calls is one that's represented on my sales team, along with back to my leadership team. When I'm viewing these, I want to enter the numbers every single week, but even the numbers that I enter weekly, I can view by month, I can view by quarter, and I can view by year. All I do is adjust that view by button, and then my date range is going to default to last 13 weeks for when you're viewing this and viewing the trend, but you can customize that if you prefer a year to date, current year, last 4 weeks. It could be a custom one for you there. Switch back to weekly. These buttons here are going to control in what order you view the dates. And so right now I'm looking in reverse chronological order because I want to see my most current week next to my goal, next to my title. This is what I'm looking at and talking about during the weekly meeting. So I've got it furthest to the left, but if I would like to see it in chronological order, I can switch it. And now I'm viewing those last 13 weeks. You can see February, March, April, May, all in order there from left to right. The other options I've got on the scorecard, I can go view my measurable manager. This is going to take me to a different page where now I just have a full list of all of the measurables in my account. We'll have a separate video on this. This is available to owners and admins specifically, and lets you do a lot of bulk actions. So when you select things here, it lets you duplicate or reassign. So this is really helpful if you're having people move seats or needing to do anything at scale. The monthly, quarterly, and annual tabs up here at the top are different than my view by button. So on weekly, I have view by month, quarter, and year. When I come over to monthly, I can view that by quarter and year. So you have the same ability to aggregate and view those numbers at larger and larger scales. But the tabs up here at the top are really specifying at what frequency am I entering the number? Am I only entering this number on a quarterly basis because it's more lagging and financial based? Maybe it's tied to the VTO that we look at, as opposed to my weekly numbers that I'm entering every single week. And I might just want to have a different way that I view those with the view by button. My trends view is the final one I'll talk about. This is again a view of all the measurables that I have access to in the account. I can filter it by team. You can also change how you're viewing these numbers, but again, my default is weekly and last 13 weeks. And the nice thing here is I could also say, hey, I just want to view the ones that are off track right now and see what's going on, and maybe turn those things into issues for the team to talk about. Or you can do a deep dive into each one of these and expand the view. And now I'm looking at my expenses. I can see the entries over the last 13 weeks or the date range that I have selected. And you have a few deeper of numbers here getting into the goal comparison, the difference, and some more information on why it is listed as off track based on the last 3 weeks of data. So if you do have any questions on scorecard setup, automating your measurable entry, or anything else, we do have a professional services team. We are happy to help, and you can learn more in our learning and support button by accessing professional services here. Thanks.